Gentlemen, welcome back to Man Cave. Once again, we are on the bench fiddling around with AR lowers, and today is going to be a quick and dirty on putting in the front detent and spring for the front takedown pin. Now, most people I've talked to fight with this because it's kind of tricky. You've got to get the spring in there, the detent, keep the detent depressed, and then get the front takedown pin in. This is actually one of the quick takedowns, but it's the only one I had handy, so we're going to use that just for demonstration purposes. Now, I've seen tools on Brownell's website, and I think Midway's and other vendors have special little tools and doodads and knickknacks and things. So that's all well and good if you want to order something, but if you kind of need to get it done now, or at least sooner than it takes to get something shipped, all you need to do is run down to the local Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace or whatever and pick up one of these. 1/4 inch by 2 inch clevis pin. That's all you need. Little doohickey right here. The front pin just happens to be 1/4 inch, give or take. You'll also need a 1/16 inch punch. Anything that's a 1/16 of an inch in diameter that you can, wedge in there will work just fine. Doesn't have to be a punch. Of course, you need a takedown pin, and you'll need your detent and your spring. All right, so let's go. All right, so first things first, get the spring in there. Away she goes. Get your detent in there. And by the way, that spring hasn't been cut or messed with. It's standard length spring. You don't believe me, go back and look at what you saw a minute or two ago and you'll see. Alright, so we got it in there. You can see it does not want to rest very far in the channel. It is quite spring loaded. So, I'm going to take the detent back out, leave the spring in there, get your clevis pin, run your clevis pin in through the left side of the receiver. Line up, you can line up any one of the holes, I just use the first hole. With the opening, get some more light in here, like so. Slide your detent in, and you just want to wiggle that pin, make sure you can start pushing the detent in. It's only going to spring down, 1/16 of an inch or so, just a little bit. Alright, so you got everything set up. Take your punch, push the detent in all the way, and you're gonna have to wiggle this a little bit. Get that sucker in there. Alright, so she's down in there. Alright, and bring the punch back out just to the point where you can start to rotate the clevis pin. Doesn't matter which direction. Nice and easy. Just want to rotate the clevis pin like that, and I slipped with it. And that's all you got to do. Now you've got that detent captive. Let's see if I can show it to you in there. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. It's right. Get a better pointer device. Right in there. You can see that little bit right there. It's barely. Okay. So once you got that in there, here comes the magician part. I'm going to take the back side of your takedown pin, all right, not the milled outside or the machined outside, and we're just going to replace one with the other. It's kind of like pulling the tablecloth out from under the dishes. And you see how I got them butted up against each other? And I totally screwed that up. Ha! Awesome. Alright, so it worked before, and it has worked before multiple times. But hey, you know what? We all screw up on the bench. I don't mind letting other people see it. Alright, so back in business there. Got the detent in. Alright, and I'll slide it out just enough, and then I will get the detent down resting, or the takedown pin resting on the receiver. You can see that pin's just about ready to pop out, but not quite. Still got it captive. I'm going to let this override that detent. Nice and easy. there you go. That's all there is to it. In like Flynn, she ain't coming out. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. By the way, this also works for the removal. Forgot to mention that. So what I do is I take this pick. This is one of those cheap wax carving picks you can buy. I think cheaper than Dirt sells them. Probably other places sell them. You can get a set of like 10 different ones for, I don't know, like $8 or something. They're cheap. I've actually bent them into particular shapes for doing stuff. So all you do is you get it in the groove here. Let me line that back up. Alright, so it's locked back in. Alright. So you bring the takedown pin out just a hair. You take this and you wedge it in between the takedown pin and the detent, and you'll feel it. It's really more one of those things that you're going to feel than you're going to see. And as soon as you got it depressed, right, now I've got the pick wedged in there, it's holding down that detent. I'm going to quickly rotate the takedown pin in any direction just to get the detent out of the channel. Alright, so you see we got that rotated out. There's the detent pin sitting in there. Alright, so I'll just go 180 degrees so it doesn't snap back in. Take your clevis pin, and this time you want to have the holes 90 degrees to the channel for the detent. So like this. Alright, and reverse the order of operations. You're going to get that in there, just like so. There you go. It's still captive. What I do is I'll just roll it back a little bit, or push it back a little bit until it's just about lined up. Get this fat finger over the top, bring it into position, and poof, there you go. No lost pin, no lost spring. Does not get any easier than this, folks. And you know, I'm going to assume that if you're building an AR, you probably got a 16th-inch punch, because you're going to need one anyway. This, yeah, I know not everyone's going to have one, but bent paper clip will do. Just one of the heavier paper clips, one of those big, you know, like inch and a quarter paper clips. Bend it into the right shape with a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers. And this little doohickey right here, it cost me like $1.59 or something at the local Home Depot. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Please comment. Please like if this was helpful to you. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell a neighbor. Tell a politician to go to hell in California. Thanks. Bye.